The Hawks have the ball now, 29, 9:39 left to go in the third quarter. Trae Young now has the ball. Drifts to the center of the court, has it at the top of the key, passes it to Capella down low. Capella lobs it up to Collins. Oh, what a jam. Great pass by Clint Capella. And the Hawks are up by 31 once again. The Pacers have it. Lance Stevenson at the top of the key. Stevenson is going to take a screen from Goga on the left side. Is going to pass it out to Duarte. Duarte on the left elbow is going to drive in the paint, turn around, fade away jumper. That's no good. Trae Young takes the rebound. Young crosses half court, and he stops at the center. Has it at the top of the key now. He is going to lob it up to Capella, and that's going to be stolen by the Pacers. Sykes has it. He's going to throw it down to Torrey Craig for a lay-in. And Torrey Craig gets that layup to go. Hawks up by 29 still in the third quarter. Playing great so far. Trae Young has it at the logo. He's going to pass it to Huerter. Huerter's going to pump fake. He's going to lay it up, and that's no good. Too strong there. It goes in and out. And now the Pacers get the rebound. 8:25 left to go in the third. Lance Stevenson is going to drive on the right side, lay it up, throws it out, but it's almost stolen by the Hawks. But Torrey Craig ends up with it. It's going to pass it out to Duarte. Duarte at the right corner. He's going to shoot a three, and that's in. Chris Duarte had a hand right in his face when he took that one. And the Hawks lead it 85-59 in the third quarter. Is Huerter passes it to Capella. Capella gets it to Young now, and Young is going to drive in. He's going to pass it out to Huerter, and they're going to call a foul. As Trae Young was knocked to the ground there by Karife Sykes. And Karife Sykes is going to get called for the foul. That'll be his third personal. As Washington Jr. is going to check back into the game for the Indiana Pacers. Another one of those G Leaguers that the Pacers have had to play today due to their lack of depth. Is Huerter now has it. He passes it to Hunter. Hunter gets it to Collins. Collins going to take a corner three. That's no good. Pacers get the rebound, and they're pushing it down the court fast. Craig gets it to Washington. Washington to Stevenson. Stevenson at the right elbow. He's going to drift in the center. He's going to pass it to Duarte, and he's going to jam it down. And that's a great cut by Chris Duarte. And the Pacers are going to cut their deficit down to 24 points. Hawks are going to take a timeout. They're still up 85-61. Huge lead by the Hawks. Is we're going to take a timeout as well. And you're listening to the Pack Zone on Colorcast. Thank you all for listening. It's been a great game for the Hawks so far. And we will be back when play resumes. It's been a very weird game for the Pacers. As you know, they made two trades that have cut their rotation in half. Caris LeVert was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for an injured Ricky Rubio, who tore his ACL, and he's out for the entire year. But they also received a first-round pick for him. And then Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and Justin Holiday were traded today. They were traded to the Sacramento Kings in return for Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson. So the Pacers obviously going into a rebuild mode. They haven't been nearly as good as they've hoped this year. They come into this game with a 19-36 record. That's good for 13th in the Eastern Conference, but they are definitely very low in the standings, and they're looking more toward getting a very good draft pick, and that's what these trades have signified. They've traded most of their good players, and I suspect more trades are on the way for the Pacers. So the Hawks are really just taking advantage of a weakened team right now, and this is exactly the type of game that the Hawks needed. If you remember their last game against the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday, did not go well at all. They lost 104-93. They shot 37% from the field in that game and 21% from three-point line. They did not score at all whatsoever. But this game, they've completely turned that around, and they have really just been putting on an offensive clinic. They have shot 62% from the field, 61% from three. Those are incredible numbers. On the flip side, the Pacers, 40% from the field, 24% from three. So it's really just been a perfect storm for the Hawks, and they have a very huge lead as play is set to get underway again. Kevin Huerter crosses half court now. 7:24 left to go in the third as Trae Young has it at the right elbow. Young is going to get it to Hunter, and Hunter's going to lay it up, and that's blocked by Batazed. A monster block by Goga Batazed, and the ball goes out of bounds off of the Pacers. So the Hawks are going to get it underneath the basket with 7 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Trae Young throws it in the Huerter. Huerter takes a corner three, and that's no good. And Batazed gets the rebound. Lance Stevenson has it. Lance is going to back it out, has it at the top of the key. Is going to take a screen, drives in on the right side, throws it back out to Duarte. Duarte at the right elbow is going to take a step back three-point shot, and that's in. Chris Duarte knocks down the three. The Pacers creeping back in, down by 21 now, as the Hawks is going to take it across half court. Trae Young's going to dribble off his leg, and it's stolen by the Pacers. And Washington Jr. with the steal, and he gets fouled by John Collins to stop the fast break. And the Pacers still down by a large margin, but they're definitely still fighting. This team is not giving up at all, and the Hawks, they cannot take the foot off the gas pedal. They've done a great job in the first half at scoring, but now you cannot let this team get back into the game. Don't let them get momentum. But there's 6:48 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks are up by 21, and the Pacers are going to throw it in. Stevenson crosses half court. Stevenson takes 2 screens, going to drive on the right side, tries to throw it to Batazed, but it's stolen by Capella. Trae Young has the ball. Young crosses half court. He has it at the logo. He's dribbling hip high. And Young is going to drift to the right side, going to get it to Danilo Gallinari. Gallo is going to pump fake. He's posting up on Washington. He's going to give it back out to Young. Young whips it to Huerter. Huerter pump fakes. He's going to drive. Going to step back, mid-range jumper. That's in. Kevin Huerter knocks down the jumper. A big jumper for the Hawks. They're up by 23. Chris Duarte crosses half court. Duarte gets the pass to Batazed. Batazed at the top of the key. Gets it to Craig. Torrey Craig now. He's going to back up at the top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He passes it to Duarte. Duarte's going to drive in the center of the lane, and he gets it stripped, but he's fouled. And that foul is going to be called on Kevin Huerter. Huerter is raising his hands up, asking why'd he get called for the foul. He thought that was a clean strip. But with 6 minutes left in the third quarter, the Hawks have a 23-point lead. Bogdan Bogdanovic is going to sub in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter's coming out. Is now Lance Stevenson has it at the top of the key. He's going to get the pass to Duarte. Duarte throws it up to Washington. Washington lays it up, and that's too short. Hunter gets the rebound. Hunter crosses half court. He whips it to Gallinari. Gallo on the right side is going to throw it out to Bogey on the left. He drives in the paint, whips it out to Hunter. Hunter for 3, and that's too strong. And the Pacers get the rebound. Washington is going to cross half court. Washington Jr. is going to drift to the right side. And he has Gallinari on him. He's going to cross him up, drive in the lane, tries to lay it up, but he's blocked by Gallinari. Great block as Gallo's going to take it across half court. He passes it to Trae, and Trae is too wide open. He's going to take a 3, and that's too short. But Capella gets a rebound, and now Hunter gets the ball. Hunter's going to lay it up, and he's blocked by Batazed. Oh, and now Torrey Craig gets the ball. Craig crosses half court, and he's going to throw it to Duarte. Duarte pump fakes in the lane. Pump fakes twice. He lays it up, and that's no good, but he's fouled. Is some great defense being played on both ends of the court here. Chris Duarte gets his shot blocked, but a little bit too physical by Capella. And Duarte is going to shoot the free throw here. And he makes the first one. And Chris Duarte, the 13th overall pick in last year's draft, he's averaging 13 points and 4 rebounds for the Pacers. So he's definitely in line for an all-rookie team selection, I would think. He's having a really good season for them. And he makes the second free throw. So the Hawks are up 21, 5:03 left to go in the third quarter. As Young has it on the left elbow. He's going to drive in. He's going to float it up, and it's in there. Trae Young gets that shot to go down. Hawks back up by 23, and Goga Batazed has it at the top of the key. He's going to shoot a 3, and that goes in. Batazed nails that 3-point shot. And now the Hawks lead down to 20. 4:38 left to go in the third. Young has it at the logo. And Young drifting to the right side. He's going to step back, take a long 3, and that's too strong. Pacers get the rebound. And that's going to be Craig. Craig takes it across half court. He passes it to Stevenson. Stevenson has the ball. He's going to step back for a mid-range jumper, and that's too strong. But Craig gets the putback dunk. Torrey Craig skies in there, and now the Hawks Lead is cut down to 18. 4:10 left to go in the third. Young's going to pass it to Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic is going to drive in on the right side, takes a mid-range pull-up, and that's good. And now the Hawks go back up by 20, and the Pacers are going to call a timeout.